Guys, it's Maisie, and if you're coming back to my channel, I would love to say thank you. Thank you for returning and coming to watch my video. And if you've just found me, then I don't know how you found me, but hi, my name's Maisie and I do random videos on random topic, mostly lifestyle and beauty, because that's what I'm into, you know. So yeah, I hope you'll stay with me. I hope you subscribe to my channel and watch me. I've got a really bad voice at the moment. I don't know where it's come from, probably from all the shouting the weekend at that festival. Oh well. Anyway. And for today's video, we are doing my school year resolutions. I haven't seen anyone on YouTube do this video. Don't get me wrong, if you type it in the search bar, probably like a load of them come up. It's just that personally I haven't seen any by any YouTubers that I follow. So I just thought that I should do this video for you, like maybe inspire you. You know, you never know what this video could do to you. On my little pucker pad, I wrote down my five new school year resolutions, because we start back to school next week. So, you know, I was like, hey, I need some resolutions to go back to school with. These are sort of like my goals, which I like to set. Because personally, beginning of every year, like January, New Year, I like to set myself 12 goals for the whole year. Whether that be like to learn to straighten my hair, or to go and do a good deed for charity, or maybe just learn to ride a bike, whatever it is. So for school, I like to do exactly the same. I've done 5, which I'm going to focus on this year. So I'm just going to get into it before I ramble on any longer. So let's get in to the video. The first one on my list is to revise more. I definitely need to revise more, because if I don't revise that much. I do revise, but just not that much. I spend like an hour or two, like the day before my exam, just like meh, I'll just have a little flick through the books. But because I'm going into year 10, so we're starting our GCSE courses, so the next 2 years are going to be like GCSE courses, so I'm just like, I may as well revise and get good grades in my like exams, because they're really important for the next 2 years. I definitely need to like up my marks on my tests, because they are very bad. They are very poor. Like especially my maths, I got like, what was it, 11? I got 11 out of 90 on my end of year maths exam this year. So yeah, well, in all defence, I can't do maths and I never revised. So, you know, I really need to revise more so I get higher marks and do better. Second resolution is to care more about the work that I'm doing. Like, I do care about it to a certain extent, but I sometimes get like that, like frustrated with it, or I'm just like meh, this is just pointless. Because I'm the type of person who, if it's not gonna help me in the long run and I don't see anything logically behind why I'm doing something, then I just can't be bothered to do it. Like if you, like personally, like in maths, algebra, like in maths, learning about algebra, personally I just find it a waste of my time and I don't care about it, because to me, when I leave school, when is the time I'm ever going to use algebra? Like, I'm not going to go into a supermarket, am I, and be like, oh, gotta add my little A and my B together, oh, just to see what my loaf of bread's, how much I'm going to pay for my loaf of bread. Like, no it isn't, it just says, oh, it's £1. That's all I need. All I need to know is how to add, subtract, divide, multiply. You know what I'm saying? And how to do my methods for it. That is all I need to know. Like, I don't need to know a square root of 87. That's irrelevant. Like, I'm not going to use that in my life. Teach me something that's useful. I'm going on a massive tangent here. Teach me something useful. Like, mortgages, banks. Do something with my life that's more useful. So that's the sort of thing that I don't care about, if you know what I'm saying. So I want to start caring and put more effort into stuff like that. 3 on my list is to work harder. I used to work really hard at school on my stuff, but then because of like the sets or whatever, and they just wouldn't move me up when they said they would or whatever. That's like a whole different, if you want a story time on that, please comment down below, because that is like a whole different story. Anyway, so that like frustrated me, so I sort of just stopped working as hard as I did and just sort of took a back seat. Like I have sort of for the last 6-7 months of my life now, like since we've like left school, so sort of like since January, well actually no, that's a lie, for the last like year at school, so like year 9, I sort of just haven't been bothered. I'm not going to lie to you here, I'm going to go straight to the point. I just have not been bothered with this year. I don't know what it is, I just haven't. And like I definitely, when I do something, I definitely do put like 110% into it, but like most of the work at school, like I do try, I'm not gonna lie to you, I definitely do try, and I do complete the work I'm given, and I do try. It's just that I just don't really do it like the last year. I just haven't really been doing it to the best of my ability, which I know I could do. So in that way, I want to get back to what I used to be like and get back on top of my game and get them marks up on my exams and try harder and care more about what I'm doing. So that's number 4. No, that's number 3. Number 4, I want to extend my vocabulary. Basically, my English, that's like the one subject I'm pretty good at. I'm like, you know, pretty good at my English. And all my teachers, all the feedback I ever have given to me is add more detail, but... Right, okay, I understand. If I'm in an exam or anything, I will add more detail into my work because it gets you the more marks. But personally, to me, because I'm a person who, if I'm telling you something or I'm telling you a story, I'm not going to give you all the details. Like, I'll give you the important information and I'll get to the point. Like, I don't need to go off and be like, oh, so by the way, I was wearing like a red Gucci tracksuit with some Chanel sliders on. Like, I just, no, like personally, no. I don't need to like make the story or anything longer than it is. I just need important information. Like, so it happened the 27th of November 2021, I don't know what that date is, 2021, hasn't even happened, but apparently it has now, you know, and it happened in the Co-op, and it was in Newcastle, and I got mugged. There's your story, that's like the whole point of the story, there's your information, and there's what happened. I'm straight to the point like that. I don't really like adding detail, because personally it's just, I just don't see the point. Anyway, so that's what I always get told. But I want to extend my vocabulary because because a few weeks ago, was it like a week ago or so, I watched Anne with an E, and she has really good vocabulary in it, and she uses a lot of big words, and I have always been better at spelling big words than I have short words, and I don't know why that is, but that's just how my brain works. It's really weird. But so I sort of want to use more like experimental vocabulary. Like, instead of saying like something's like big, I just want to say something like humongous, if you know what I mean. I know that sounds like a really, really sad resolution, but that's just what I want. I want to be able to, like, I do speak pretty good English, but I definitely do slang a lot of it. A lot. But I do speak good English when I want to or whatever. So I sort of want to speak proper English, like, instead of going "en it," I sort of want to go "isn't it," because I feel like I'm sort of out of the stage now in my life where I say "oh, en it." I just feel like I need to start saying "oh, isn't it." I just feel like I'm sort of past that stage now where I use like slanged words like that, like more out of like soz or nah. Like, I'll keep them because they sort of make me them words, because I use them all the time and I use them everywhere. But I sort of want to say like "oh, isn't it," and all that lot, and I want to use like bigger words. So I look more intelligent, because that's a trick. If you use bigger words or anything, you sound and look more intelligent than you actually are. So I sort of want to do that, you know, make me look more intelligent than I really am. Then for my 5th resolution, I want to get better at maths. It's simple. That's the one subject I cannot do to save my life. And I don't want to, when I come to my GCSEs next year, I don't want to end up having to take maths again. So my plan is to this year focus a lot on my maths and get better at that, because I know that all my other subjects I'm alright in and I'm sort of like topping them. So I'm alright in my other subjects and I'm on target, but my maths I'm like way below where I should be because I just can't do it. So this year I want to focus on that and bring that, like my maths, up to the same level as all my other subjects so that they're all equal. So that's what I want to do, because I don't want to sit back. I don't want to sit my maths test again in GCSEs next year, because I don't want to do that. Like I will be happy if I get a C in my maths, so at least I pass. I you know what I mean? Like I'm not asking for an A, I'm not asking for a B. All I want is a C, just so I pass my maths and never have to resit it again in my life. So yeah, personally this year, like year 10, I'm gonna use it as my like working hard. Yeah, I've sort of decided that for the next 2 years of my life I'm going to work as hard as I can at school, because it's going to help me in the long run. It's going to help me get a better job, and if I get a better job it's going to give me better money, and if I get better money then I'm going to get a better house, and then I'm going to get a good car and all that lot. So I'm going to use these next 2 years at school for my GCSE 2 years, you know, to work really hard and get my grades up and basically achieve everything that I want to achieve. Like I'm not asking to be the best student in the school, and I'm not asking to be like an A-star student or whatever like that, but I just want to be the best that I personally can be, and I know that I can get there if I try. So that's what I want to do. And also I feel like if I work hard for these next like 2 years, and then if I do sixth form or whatever, like the next like 4 years, I'm not gonna have to ever work as hard again for the rest of my life until I get a job. But then that's like just, you're doing something you love, so you're not really working that hard, are you? Like the next like two to 4 years, like sort of determine how hard I work for the rest of my life. And I sort of want to put the graft in now, so that if I do, so that I do get like a good like part of my life or whatever. Yeah, I hope you've enjoyed today's video. I know it's been very different to like a normal video I do and other ones that I do. I feel like this video has been very personal and like intimate. Like I feel like you sort of understand me a little bit more than you do already, and I'm very happy about that, so you know. You can feel free to comment down below any like school resolutions you want to do, anything about school, what you're looking forward to going back to, what you don't, like your favourite subjects, whatever, anything. Even just say hi. You can subscribe down below as well, because that'll mean a hell of a lot to me. You can hit the notification bell at the side of it as well, so that every time I upload a video you get a notification. You can find all my social media on screen right this second. If I do like and I will see you guys tomorrow with another video. Bye.